Hey, welcome back to Let's Get Physical. This is the Sea of Stars edition. I decided to make a physical big box for PC Mac OS. Yes, Mac OS. I was able to, thanks to Wineskin, get it to work with Mac OS. So at least, there's a Mac version now. So just to get out of the way, people ask me about either selling this or giving them away, or I can't. Or even give you the game files, or the design files, but I can't. Unfortunately, with IP rights and all that stuff, I can do this for myself, but selling it or giving it away, I'm not sure, since it's not my property to give away. So, that being said, I made the Sea of Stars big box, good JRPG. It's supposed to, here's the back. It's a thick boy, but there's a reason for that. All right, let's open it up. There is a surprise inside. You'll understand why it's thick here in a second. Okay, so the reason why, all right, let's get these out of the way for a second. I made the Super Nintendo box. The Super Nintendo box, I think it came out really well. This is the best one I've done so far. I made a couple of these for the 16-bit style games. So yeah, this one came out good. Cardstock's right, and the it came out without any blemishes, which is nice. I really liked it. Proper on all sides. There is a reason there. I decided I was going to use this for something, so I did. And what's inside? I decided since I have the box, might as well use it for something. The Sea of Stars. So I made this manual. I took the in-game instructions and formatted it and put it inside a book. Table of contents. Transversal. So what I did is I was thinking, well, I want to have each chapter is about transversal. This is about, moving through the world. So I decided to use a background that would fit this. And if you see, I have for the keyboard and a controller, I use the Xbox controller layout. There's a prompt font that you can get, and it does all PC, Switch, PlayStation. I think they add the Steam Deck, MetaQuest, everything you can think of has its own controller buttons and stuff. That font has it. So it's on GitHub. It's called Prompt Font. I'll have it in the description below. And combat, obviously, with the combat here. Survival. Of course, having survival and you falling off the cliff, a waterfall, I feel like that qualifies as survival. Camping, so, I had the camping here. Fishing, obviously. And then these pages are just background stuff. The reason why there's these back images, if you ever had a manual and you had notes in the background, a couple pages of notes, that's just to fill it out so that they can format and print this correctly. You have to take the number of pages and be able to divide them by 4. By 4, what I mean is you print front and back, and the other side is front and back. So that's 4 pages. So you have to be able sure it's divided by 4 evenly, so that way when you staple these together, they all line up. And the printer, depending on what program you have, can line them up for you automatically. So that, obviously this pages are the same, but for instance, this page here, I'll follow this. What pages? Here it is. I don't want to damage it. This manual's pretty good. It was another one that came out. Yeah, okay. So this page here is page 3, right? But it's 14 over here. So it formats it so that when you fold them together and staple it, it all lines up. So, but yeah, I really liked how this manual turned out. set that there. And the Sea of Stars, if you bought the DLC, it comes with the soundtrack and the art book, so a digital art book. So I formatted it a little better and is able to print it out. I think the art book came out really well, nice too. They designed this really well. If you haven't, please pick it up. It's not too much extra. It really supports the game. And I'm not sponsored by this. I just like to support independent developers, and if the game's good, I try to give them as much as I can. Yeah. For the most part, this is just a digital PDF, so I was able just to turn it into an art book and the binding. So yeah, I used a really thick cardstock for the cover, and I laminated it too to give it a little durability. That way, you know, it's a solid book. It's like, I wish you'd say semi-hard the front's pretty thick. All right, let's get into the game. This is the slipcover. I printed it on some like satin like paper. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. But it's really nice and it feels nice. It has a semi-gloss to it too. It just, the way it looks, it may not pick up on the camera, but it's really nice. And this is the game case. A little blurb about the game, some screenshots, and PC, MacOS. I used a dual layer DVD, so I was able to fit both of them on there. And the game does run off the disc. Don't ask me how, but there is a way. Please buy the game. Disc 1, Disc 2, and Disc 3. There's 3, when you buy the DLC, it comes with 3 discs, and I'm glad they put it in separate folders, so I was able just to burn them to the disc easily. It's going to show you what's inside. So when I do cases, I like to use clear cases, so I use the background to have something in there when it shows it. It's better than having white. So that is my version of my physical version of Sea of Stars. I think it came out well. I really like it. If you have, please pick up the game at Steam. I'll have the link in the description below. And if you like this, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. There we go. See you next time.